All right, guys, so welcome to STEM class. Above and Beyond, this is a problem-solving class. Our goals for today is I can use block code to manipulate a Sphero. I can discover the relationship between speed, time, and distance. And I can plan and carry out an investigation to test solutions to a problem. So today we're going to be programming our Sphero using block code. Last class we learned how to orient our Sphero and drive it, and we explored the programming aspect of it, but today we're going to specifically program a square and maybe even a triangle. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is open up your app and you're going to want to choose programs. Okay? Now, we are going to do movement, and then, bless you, we want our Sphero to roll. So you're going to hold this down and drag one up. And since we're going to be making a square, you're going to want to drag it up 4 times until you have 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls. That way it'll go up, right, down, left. Okay? Now,
24 questions to answer on.
This first one is degrees, the second one is speed, and the third one is duration. As a class, we're going to be setting the direction and speed, and then you and your partners will be working together to manipulate the duration or the time to get your Sphero to exactly trace a square. Okay, so you're going to want to touch the direction here, and it should look like this. Now, if your Sphero is oriented correctly, which is what we practiced yesterday, it'll be aimed right at you, and 0 degrees will be straight. Okay? So for the first one, you're going to be choosing 0 degrees, and that's straight. And then you can see this arrow moves. So now type in the second one, right here. And if we wanted our Sphero to go straight and then right, what degree do you think we would do? Kayla, 90. Why? Oh my gosh, a 90-degree angle is a right angle. Okay, so for the second one, you're going to move your arrow until it's a 90-degree angle. So this should now say 90. Okay? Now, if we set the next one for 90, it won't make a right, it will keep going right. Okay? So talk with your partners. What do you think you would have to do to make it go down? Okay. All right, so I'm going to ask a bunch of people. If I ask someone after you, that doesn't mean you're wrong. What do you think? 180. What do you think?
180.
180?
180.
Wow, this class is amazing. 180. Does anyone know why they think it would be 180? Yes.
Well, when you're talking about angles, 180 is the opposite of 0 and 0 is up.
Oh my gosh, 180 is the opposite of 0 and 0 is up? That is such an amazing explanation. So if 0 is this way, 180 is the opposite, my mind is blown. That's actually a straight line, so that's down. So right now, this should say 90, this should say 180. Okay? And we need to set one more. So now our square will go up, right, down, and we need to figure out how to make it go left. So talk to your partners, how will you make it go left?
270.
Okay, so what do you think? Yes.
270.
What do you think?
270.
What do you think?
270.
Okay, anyone want to say why they think it's 270? Yes.
Well, because you're adding another right angle, so 180 plus 90 equals 270.
Oh my gosh, this class is brilliant. Okay, so these are all multiples of 90, right? So we're adding another right angle. 180 plus 90 is 270. That is an amazing explanation. So this is 0, 90, 180, 270. Does Does everyone have all their degrees set? Yes? Awesome. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to set our speed. Now, you can like drag this up and down, but that doesn't make it as precise, so we're all about precision, right? So if you touch this dot here, this number, you'll be able to, bless you, type in your duration. Please pick a speed or duration between 20 and 30. So any number between 20 and 30, and type it in. And you can do that for all 4 speeds. We're not changing the speed, so we want the speed to be the same for all 4. Thank you. Okay, raise your hand if you need more time. Okay, so when you work with your partners, here's what our goal is going to be. I'm going to give you this mat. It will have a square on it already. Okay? You're going to see if you can perfectly trace this square. So not sort of, not close enough, okay? Exactly on the square. What you're going to manipulate is the duration or time. Now, when you hit the time, keep in mind there will be a decimal point there. So you can pick 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. You can also pick 1 6/10 of a second. Okay? All right. Last one. So when I did this, my square looked kind of like, I don't even know. It didn't look like a square. It looked like kind of a rounded edge square. Okay, so the next question is, we've explored this app before. We know there's a stop. We know there's some things in controls. What can you give this square sharper edges? What do you think you could use? What do you think you could use?
You could add a delay.
You can add a delay. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Okay, so we're going to add a delay. So if you go to controls, right, so lights and sounds and then controls, there's a delay button here. Please drag a delay up between each one. And right now your delay is going to have 0 seconds, which wouldn't actually be anything, right? Thanks for agreeing. So you're going to want to pick like 1 second or 2 seconds or 3 seconds, 1.5 seconds, some sort of delay. So please add a delay. I like how people are discussing what delay and which one would be the best. Very nice. Okay. All right. One more thing before we get started. Make sure that you're aiming it every single time. So you want to orient it and aim it every time you start the program. So the difference between yesterday and today is we were manually manipulating these spheros. Once you press start on your program, it will do what you programmed it to do. So this is even more important that it's aimed correctly. So just as a reminder, you go to aim, we drag this circle until the blue light is facing you exactly. Okay? All right, so on your data sheet, it has a couple of these directions. Once you put it here, there's a place for writing down your duration. So just say you picked 1 second to start, and then was it too long or too short? So as a partners or threes, discuss like if your duration was too long or too short and how you can change it. Now, there's also 2 reflection questions. Can I have eyes up here, please? And this is the same as on your data sheet. After you have a perfect square, please call me over so I can see it. Based on your investigation, how did the distance change when you changed the time? What is the relationship between distance, rate, and time? Can you write this relationship as a ratio? So I'm going to ask you to answer those two questions. Now, if you're able to make a square, I have a second investigation. Using the light and sound part, so light and sound is here. Add a special effect at each vertex. So the vertex is the corners of our square. So that's something that you're going to do totally own, explore on your own. If you finish this early, on the other side of your mat is a triangle. The triangle's really tricky because the angles are not just multiples of 90, okay? So if you want and you have time, you can start to do a triangle as well. All right, but the first thing that we're going to do is try to trace, Programmer Sphero, to trace this square perfectly by manipulating the time. Are there any questions? Yes?
When you're doing this with the square, is it after that we figure out like how to do we aim at every corner?
You don't need to aim at every corner.
Or just aim it when you start on the
Aim it before you press start to your program. That's a great question. Okay, so meet me to get a mat and spread out. All right, let's go. You're welcome.
Oh, it's connected. I'll look from that. Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay. Let's go.
Come on.
You're welcome.
Give my pencil back. And so first we should define a duration, and then after like try to aim this thing out. No, I'm going to second. Get that one.
You're going to try for your first time.
Really good. Oh, a little short. Okay, it's a little short. Let's try 3.5 now. That was almost
Yeah, it was a little. Here, look. This shows the head.
One of the problems is this isn't, let's try 3.5. Yeah.
Okay. Jesse, you want to get on half? I don't care. Alright, here, do it 3.5.
It doesn't matter. I just need to start. No, you have to change the duration.
Because then remember we wanted to try to make it longer.
You can change it.
Oh, okay.
All right, what time are you ladies testing first?
We weren't trying to do it. It was the first here doing it. We're trying to
Let me see.
So now we're trying to do 5.
Let's see. 3.2 maybe?
Okay, so 3 was too short, 3.5 is too long. So now you're going to try 3.2.
That was good.
Now, all right, what are you trying?
This is just a...
Okay, so we're not driving it today. Where's your program?
Well, every time I try it, it's just gonna...
Okay, so ready? Go in here. Good time. Oh, okay.
Not one second.
What is this? Smart to way down to that. All right, so what are you guys thinking?
Okay, you should do
Well, it has to.
Whoa.
I wanted to make it speak.
It's not completely.
Yeah, it's not complete, right? Close enough is not an option. Let's get it exact. So what you got? I can't believe that you almost got that in your first try.
About 4, so you try
3? Okay.
Oh, how about 3.5? Yeah. How are you guys doing?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Here we go. It does, just you don't know what to do.
Let me see.
Oh yeah. It's short. Oh, where the heck you at?
I think you start there. No. Because you have to, that has to go.
That one was hard. I'm so confused.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, it's not FaceTime. They have to eat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I didn't.
Maybe it's not going to be the first one, I wonder.
This, let me.
That's not perfect. It's okay.
The first one too.
No, stop. I'm not doing it.
I don't know why it's like
Alright, so it's not too far. 3.25.
Alright.
So that's the stop.
We tried 3 seconds. Why is it like 1? You can tell by on the first one how there are bumps in there. If the mat was straighter, then we could. Try. Yeah.
Let's start. So that's definitely a square, but that's kind of a small one, right?
Yeah. Okay, so figure out how you can make it bigger. Would the delay be shorter?
What do you think the delay matters? Okay, what do you think matters?
Degrees.
I have it.
Oh, the duration. Okay, so what do you think? More. Why do you think more? Okay, so she thinks more, so try more. You have it? You have it?
I know. Yeah, because there's so much fun.
Okay, almost done.
Okay, now let's try. Oh, what? It's just gonna go fast. Yeah, it actually was working for a
So why don't you get a really, so aiming is the most important part, right? So get a perfect orientation. All right, let's see.
A little bit. It's the tape that's off.
It's the tape that's off.
Yeah, it's the tape that's off. It's
It really is. You see how long that is though?
Sure. Make sure you put them back. Okay, so practice your aiming. It needs to be perfect. So now too, when you orientate it, wants to be perfectly on this line. So this blue line needs to go back.
267.
Also, what duration are you using? And I would almost try to follow that black line there. See that?
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. This is the most important part.
That's okay.
Alright, try it.
Let's go. Ready? Look. Look at this guy go. Let's go do it.
Oh no, it got stuck.
That's
Okay, so flatten your mat. You have it.
I have it. It's making it work.
Oh, lady.
So close.
Oh, that looks great. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. That was amazing. Great job. So what?
They have such a bigger square.
What'd you do? May I? Can we? That's amazing. Okay, so too long, too short, perfect. So 3.3. And what are you using for your speed?
29.
Great problem solving, ladies. Okay, so now see if you can explore. Go to your go to your either lights and sounds and controls, and see if you can, like, at each corner maybe change a color or have it make a sound. Okay, so whatever you want to do that seems exciting to you, try it.
Let me see the sounds. Wait, let's do sounds. Should we do the questions first? Yeah. Okay. Say, based on your investigation, how did the distance change? How do you change this? The distance changed because it was able to go farther because it had longer. So you could say, like, the Sphero went farther down because there was that
We'll be giving out the generators.
I'm counting that one.
Someone got it.
Oh my God, it's 2. Number 2 should be 2.
That was almost good. We just needed the second. How much seconds do you need?
For the second one,
No, yeah.
3.2. Let's just.
Oh my God.
I'll give you that. How about we just do 3?
Hi folks, we have one group with a perfect square. Let's get some more.
Should I got it? I got it.
Oh, that looks great. Oh, that one was a little long.
I think I got 6.
Are they all the same?
Can I write this in the ratio?
Yes. Looks like I have.
Yes. What's our distance?
3.
Alright, let's start.
How are you guys doing?
I think that we can do it.
Okay. That was a square. Do you think some should be longer than others?
It says it's
That's exciting.
That is the distance. Put it back, put it back.
Oh, that looks
Bro, let's put it down.
That is perfect. Okay.
Go,
Why did that go too far in the last one?
Oh, we accidentally changed.
Oh, that's perfect.
We did it!
All right. Oh, we have 2 more perfect squares.
We do triangle them.
Awesome. I'm sure you can either make things we have a perfect square. The triangle's actually harder, so that's really good.
That happened.
Triangle is a great challenge.
What's wrong? Nothing. We just aim it. It's aim. And then it goes back. We positioned it wrong.
Yeah. The first time. Now I don't know. Straight back.
You have to make
Alright. Alright, so we're definitely changing it to 30.
So let's see. Which one? Let's see it again and let's see which one we need to change. That's good. Okay, so that one's good. That one's good. Okay.
Is it this one that needs to be?
Yup.
So if it's 31. Third
Okay.
one?
Yup.
So it should be, instead of 3.18, it should be 3.9. It's not going far enough.
It's not going far enough, so what could you do?
No.
You know what? Well, we're gonna find out, right?
Can we try 4?
Okay, try it.
Okay.
You know that.
We did not aim it right.
Yep. See, because when you don't aim it, now it's starting further, so it's gonna go less.
A lot of words.
Yeah, that.
Chloe,
So
can I
I
try
think
that?
your third corner was right. So I think this. Yep. Put it right on and make sure it's aimed perfectly.
So wait,
Alright.
there. It's like going inwards.
But it's kind of
It is working.
Oh, it worked. For the 3 line. Now let's see about the 2.
Too far.
Yeah, we should do like 3, 4.
That was for the third one, right?
Yeah.
4, that's 4, and 8 is her 3.
Alright, put it down, put it down. What guy? How do you
Okay, so 1, 2, 4. Wait, maybe? Somebody will make 1, 2, 4, 3.6. I feel like maybe the back one should be Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, is this connected? Oh, yep, it's connected. Okay, try. Yeah. Let me just get into programs. Okay. So we're doing 3.82 for duration. Wait, what? 82 for duration. Okay. So have the back one like facing. Okay. So wait, do we have to do the 22? Aren't we doing 23? 20. Yeah. So you can change the speed to do that perfect duration.
What's what? Go to the one that you're in.
Better? I'm gonna go. Yep. Okay, and that's. Okay, move it a little bit.